Hello everyone, welcome to Clarity for Sure and Agri Clarity YouTube channel. Today in this video we are going to discuss one of the important topics from your syllabus of poultry, that is the vitamins and mineral deficiencies in poultry. This is a very important topic for your both upcoming NABARD Grade A 2025 and your IBPS AFO 2025 examination. So please pay attention to whatever topics or whatever concept we are discussing, so that it will be immensely helpful for both your phase 1 and phase 2 of your NABARD examination and also your phase 2 of your IBPS AFO examination. Before moving into the lecture, if you are new to our channel, please do subscribe to our channel, our YouTube channel, and also join our Telegram channel, for which the link will be given in the description box below. Also, if you are looking for a good test series for upcoming IBPS AFO 2025 examination, for which the date has been announced by the IBPS yesterday, so do consider joining the test series by Clarity for Sure, that is your IBPS AFO 24/7 test series, which is a very affordable test series and there will be no compromise in quality. The link of that also will be given in the description box below. So without any further delay, let's get started. Now, before going into the vitamins and mineral deficiencies exactly, we will try to understand the importance of vitamins in poultry, both importance of vitamins and also minerals. So the first and foremost aspect of the vitamin, the role of vitamin, is that it promotes the growth and development of the birds in the poultry. What are the vitamins that are helpful for growth and development? Vitamin A, D and B complex are crucial for cell division, bone development and muscle formation, and vitamin D3 helps calcium and mineral absorption. Calcium and phosphorus or your macro minerals, and vitamin D3 is an important factor which only which actually helps the calcium and phosphorus absorption in the body of a bird, which in turn supports strong bones and growth. Or the next role is the reproduction and egg production. Vitamin E supports fertility in breeders and embryo viability. Vitamin A and folic acid are important for proper egg development and hatchability. Immune system support. We know vitamin C is one important precursor for the immune system support. So vitamins like C, E and A, those are all antioxidants. It means that enhance the bird's resistance to infection and stress. These deficiencies can result in increase to disease susceptibility. Okay, nervous system function. The important nervous system functions, or the B complex vitamins like B1, B6 and B2 are essential for nerve function and coordination. These deficiencies can cause neurological disorders like paralysis and tremors. Next important thing is that the importance of vitamin in the feathering and skin health. We know that vitamins like biotin, riboflavin and niacin maintain the skin health of the poultry and also the feathers, which in turn prevents the dermatitis and the poor plumage. Okay, so these are all the importance of vitamins in poultry. Okay, now having seen about the importance of vitamins, now we will see the importance of minerals in poultry. The first and foremost important of a mineral in a poultry is that it helps in the bone and eggshell formation. Okay, what are the important minerals? Calcium and phosphorus are critical for bone strength and eggshell quality. And in the previous slide I also told that vitamin D is very important for the absorption of your calcium and phosphorus. So it is like both vitamin and minerals play a role together in the overall health maintenance of a bird in a poultry sector. Okay, next comes magnesium and manganese also supports the skeletal structure. Next comes your blood formation and oxygen transport. Trace minerals like iron, copper and cobalt help in the formation of hemoglobin and red blood cells, preventing anemia. Enzyme function. Here also the same trace elements like zinc, selenium and iodine are involved in enzyme systems, metabolism and thyroid function. Selenium works with vitamin E as an antioxidant defense system. So see, as I already told you that vitamins and minerals play a role together in keeping up the overall health of a poultry. Okay, so selenium and vitamin E, in the previous slide we saw that vitamin D3 along with the calcium and phosphorus. Reproductive performance, again trace minerals like zinc, manganese and selenium are key to fertility, hatchability and chick availability. If you remember in the last slide I was talking about vitamin E and its role in reproductive performance. Okay, electrolyte balance and nerve function, whenever you see a electrolyte balance, important two minerals comes into play, that is your sodium and potassium along with chloride, which maintain the fluid balance, nerve impulses and acid weight balance in the body. So these are all the important aspects of the minerals and the vitamins in the poultry sector and the overall health management of the poultry. Having seen the importance, now we will see the deficiency and symptoms of those deficiencies. Okay, now we will start with deficiency of vitamin. See, I have divided this deficiency into two parts, that is the fat soluble and water soluble. Which of the following vitamins are fat soluble? Vitamin A, D, E and K. Vitamin D3 plays a very important role in the overall health of poultry. So coming to vitamin A, what is the function of this vitamin A? The function is to focus on the vision, immune function and epithelial health. What are the deficiency symptoms? Eye lesions, which is known as xerophthalmia. See, the scientific names are very important because there can be a question where the examiner can ask you the scientific name and ask for the common name. Okay, poor growth, respiratory issues, weakness and ruffled feathers. What are the sources of these fat soluble vitamins? Green leafy plants, fish oils and liver. D3, the important D3 the important function of D3 is calcium and phosphorus metabolism, which we already saw in the very first slide, and bone development. What are the deficiency of this D3 in poultry? Rickets in young birds, thin shelled eggs and poor hatchability. Sources of the D3, absolutely it is sunlight, UV, fish liver oils and fortified feeds. Next, coming to vitamin E, which is an antioxidant which supports the immune system, muscle health and also plays a role in the reproductive health of a poultry. The deficiency symptoms include your crazy chick disease, that is encephalomalacia, muscular dystrophy and exudative diathesis. Okay, sources of this D3 includes vegetables, oils, green plants, fortified premix. Vitamin K. What is the role of this vitamin K? It is a very important factor for your blood clotting mechanism. What are the deficiencies of this vitamin K? Increased hemorrhaging and prolonged clotting time. What are the sources for this vitamin K? Green vegetables, alfalfa, and which is synthesized by the gut bacteria. Okay, so this is about the fat soluble vitamins in poultry. Now coming to the water soluble vitamins. The water soluble vitamins are mostly of your B complex vitamins and vitamin C. Okay, first B complex, that is B1, which is known as thiamine. Function, carbohydrate metabolism, nerve function. What is the deficiency symptom? It is polynucleatis, which is the stargazing posture, poor growth in coordination. Sources of vitamin B1 is whole grains, yeast and liver. B2 is riboflavin. What is the function? Energy metabolism, deficiency, curled toe paralysis, poor hatchability and dermatitis. And vitamin B3, which is known as your niacin, the major function is related to the energy metabolism in a poultry, in a bird. Deficiency, black tongue, leg bowing, dermatitis and diarrhea. Okay, B5, pantheonic acid, fatty acid metabolism. Deficiency symptoms include dermatitis, poor feathering, reduced growth. B6, pyridoxine. Function is to metabolize the protein and enhance the health of the nervous system. So what will be the deficiency symptom if B6 is in deficient? So convolutions, poor growth, anemia. B7 biotin, fatty acid synthesis and skin health. Deficiency symptoms include dermatitis, which is known as the foot pad lesions, poor hatchability and leg deformities. B9 folic acid, very important for the DNA synthesis, and it also a very important it also plays a very important role in red blood cell formation. Deficiency symptoms include poor feathering, anemia and embryonic death. B12, the function of this B12. Okay, what is the function of this B12? It is also helpful in the formation of red blood cells, and it also plays a role in the nervous function of a bird in a poultry. Deficiency symptoms include anemia, poor growth, nervous disorder. See, more or less the deficiency symptoms are more or less the same, and also the functions more or less the same, because everything is related to the B complex vitamins. So the thing is that only minor changes in the function or deficiencies you could visibly see, and that is important for an examination. Okay. And vitamin C, we know it is ascorbic acid. The role is that it is a very potent antioxidant, and it provides the immune support. It is very rare, but stress may increase the need of the vitamin C, that is your ascorbic acid. And sources are fruits, vegetable. Usually it is supplemented in the stress condition. When a bird, we know that there is a chapter called stress management also. When a bird in a poultry is under stress, there might be an extra need for that bird to supplement with vitamin C, because it is synthesized mostly in all the birds. Okay, so these are all the visible vitamin deficiencies in poultry, both fat soluble vitamins and water soluble vitamins. I hope the deficiencies, the function, the role of vitamins is clear to you now. Having understood about the vitamins, the role of vitamins in poultry, now we are moving to the mineral deficiencies in poultry. The minerals are classified into macrominerals and microminerals. What are macrominerals? These are required in larger amount, and these are essential for bone development, egg cell formation and general metabolic function. So what are all the macrominerals? Calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, sodium, chloride and potassium. So what is the function of calcium? It helps in the bone and eggshell formation, muscle function. Deficiency symptoms, it includes rickets in young birds, soft shelled or thin shelled egg, osteoporosis in layers, poor hatchability. Sources: limestone, oyster shell, bone meal, dicalcium phosphate. Next comes your phosphorus. The function of this phosphorus is the bone development and energy metabolism. Deficiency symptoms include rickets, poor growth, lameness and reduced egg production. What are the sources of this phosphorus? It includes bone meal, dicalcium phosphate, grains. Okay. This is an important aspect that often poorly available without phytase. Phytase is a element. Okay. Next comes your magnesium function, enzyme function, bone strength. Deficiency symptoms include muscular tremors, convolutions and poor growth. And what about the sources of magnesium? Grains, green vegetables and mineral premix. Sorry, phytase is not an element, it is an enzyme that breaks the phosphorus. Okay. Sodium, it focuses on osmotic balance and nerve function. Deficiency symptoms include poor growth, dehydration and cannibalism, that is especially the feather picking habit in a poultry. Okay. Sources: salt, sodium bicarbonate, chloride, acid base balance, digestion. And deficiency includes slow growth, poor feed conversion, dehydration. Poor feed conversion in the sense feed to weight ratio. Okay. And salt, NaCl, meat meals. Okay. Potassium, nerve transmission and muscle function. See, whenever there is a decrease in the minerals like sodium, chloride or potassium in a larger amount, it leads to the death of a bird in a poultry, not only in birds, and generally when there is a decrease in potassium, it it can lead to death in severe cases. Okay, weakness, reduced feed intake, and death in severe cases, grain, molasses, and green forages. So these are all the role of macrominerals and the deficiency symptoms. Okay, and next comes your micro or the trace minerals. These are needed in very small amount but are critical for the enzymatic, reproductive, and immune functions. So what are all the trace minerals? Iron, zinc, copper, manganese, iron, iodine, selenium, and cobalt. What is the function of iron? It helps in hemoglobin synthesis, deficiency, anemia, pale combs and battles, lethargy. Zinc, energy systems, sorry, enzyme systems, skin and feather health. Zinc is an important factor for maintaining the skin and feather health of a bird and a poultry. Deficiency symptoms include poor feathering, thickened skin, parakeratosis, keratosis. You know, keratin is a protein. So parakeratosis means there is a poor formation of the skin and feather health, slow growth. Okay, copper, we all know it plays a major role in iron metabolism, feather pigmentation, enzyme activity, anemia. So see, whatever function is mentioned for a particular trace minerals, that if it is reduced, that will be affected. So it iron metabolism, if iron metabolism is not happening, anemia can happen. If if copper is not, if copper is deficient, poor pigmentation of feathers will happen, and aortic rupture. Okay, next comes your manganese, bone formation, eggshell strength. Perosis, it means a slipped tendon. Skeletal deformities, poor eggshells. Okay, iodine, thyroid hormone production. This is a very very important thing, because iodine deficiency, we all know that even in human, iodine deficiency will lead to the secretion of thyroid hormones. Okay, so thyroid hormone production is the important role of iodine. So the goiter, the enlarged thyroid gland, which will lead to the poor growth and poor feathering. Selenium, antioxidant with vitamin E, it is an immune support. I told you, no, that the minerals and the vitamins go hand in hand, and it leads to muscular dystrophy, poor growth, and exudative diathesis, which also we saw as a deficient symptom of vitamin E also. Cobalt, it is needed for synthesis of vitamin B12 by gut microbes. Deficiency symptoms include poor growth, anemia, indirectly via B12 deficiency. Okay, so you have to make a note that the vitamin and mineral deficiency go hand in hand. Okay, so this is about the mineral deficiency in poultry, especially the trace, that is your microminerals. So summing up whatever we have discussed in this particular lecture, we initially we saw the importance of vitamins and minerals, then we divided vitamins into two, that is your fat soluble and water soluble, and we saw the sources, we saw the function, and we saw the deficiency symptoms of both our fat soluble and water soluble vitamins. Then we came to our minerals, that is the macro and micro minerals, and we have seen the name of the mineral, the function, the deficiency symptoms, and the source of these minerals also. I hope the lecture is clear to you now. So this is the time for the practice question. So what is the classical sign of vitamin A deficiency in poultry? Please let me know the answers in the comment section below. Next question, which of the following minerals is primarily responsible for hemoglobin synthesis in poultry? This is a very easy question. I hope everybody would be able to answer this question with ease. Next comes the third question and the final question for this particular lecture. Poor hatchability, like deformities and dermatitis in chicks, are the signs of deficiency of in which vitamin? This is an easy question. Just apply your mind whatever we have dealt in this lecture. You will be able to answer these question also. So I hope the lecture was useful to you, and see, this is a very very important lecture from both your NABARD Grade A and IBPS AFO examination. So do watch the lecture thoroughly and make a notes of the same. Okay, so as I told you earlier in the beginning of this lecture, if you are looking for a test series, do consider subscribing the test series that is being offered by Clarity, that is your IBPS AFO 24/7 test series, where you will be getting test on a daily basis. The syllabus is divided into block wise, and you have multi-level questions, and you will get QRE sets also for your phase 1. Okay, and we have weekly full length test with the current detailed explanation, and we also cover current agricultural questions in the form of current affairs on every Saturday. The schedule is available in the course also. So it is a very affordable test series. So if you are looking for a test series, do consider the Clarity for Sure's IBPS AFO 24/7 test series. Okay, so this is all for this video, and this is all for this lecture. I hope this was useful to you. If you have any feedback related to the lecture, kindly do let me know in the comment section below, and don't forget to attend the MCQs, and do let me know the answers in the comment section below. The answers for this will be the answers for these practice question will be given to you in the next lecture related to your animal husbandry and poultry. So thank you so much for watching this video. I will meet you with yet another session. Until then, have a great day. Wishing you all the very best for your upcoming NABARD Grade A and IBPS AFO examination.